Hello guys, you have reached Regina TV and today we are going to talk about decluttering and how we can make it easier for you. If you want to see what I have in store, then just stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe. All right guys, I am loving and enjoying my home. I am loving and enjoying the results of getting rid of things. Now, guys, for the longest, I have been decluttering, and there's some tactics that I use to help me get to the point of throwing things away. But now, since I have arrived, I really don't have that problem anymore. It's not completely gone, but I would say 75% of the things that made me hold on to things is gone. So basically, what I am trying to tell you is I can find a sale anywhere, and when I find sales, I used to buy the stuff because in my mind, I wasn't going to run across this sale again, and I was going to have regrets for leaving it at the store. Um, I'm over that now. I'm over that now because I'm going to tell you, when you start this decluttering process, you first have to work with how you got there and what are you telling yourself and what is in your mind, you know. And now I'm on both sides of the spectrum. On one side, I had everything that I wanted, and I constantly accumulated things, thinking that was bringing me happiness, joy, and things of that nature, having everything on hand when I need it. And then on the other hand, there was the disappointing part of, now where am I going to put these things? How am I going to store these things? I'm tired of stuff falling. I don't have any room, and I was study seeing my house shrink. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you right now, the reason why you're watching this video is because you're tired of your home being cluttered and you really don't have the courage to throw things away. Once you figure out what the problem is mentally, emotionally with you, that is going to, and then solve it, and we'll get to that later. That is going to be the beginning of the end of your cluttering. I'll give you an example. I had a lot of things and then I bought a lot of things. Okay? I had a lot of things that had tags on them, and they were sales I had found. And then I had things that I was study buying, bringing in, and everything. So my house was study getting cluttered with clothes. I didn't even need these clothes, but they were study getting, uh, my house was study getting cluttered with clothes and things. Then I said, okay, I don't want to waste my money. So I decided that I was going to sell these things. But then I'm not the type of person that's really good at selling anything. So once I got everything together to sell, nothing ever moved. So I was still stuck with these things that I was willing to let go of. But the way that I was willing to let go of these things wasn't happening. So what is the next step? Once I seen the things that I wanted to sell wasn't selling, or, I didn't even want to put in the energy to sell it because I felt like I was wasting my money. I said, so what is the next best option? Well, for me, the first option, really, to tell you the truth, was family and friends. But they didn't want the things either because either they were way bigger than me or smaller than me, or they said they'll pick it up, but they never did. So it's still in your home. So I said, okay, so if they're not picking the stuff up and I'm tired of storing it, if I can't sell it, then what is the next thing that I can do? Well, the next, that would be okay for me. That would make it okay for me to let these things go. Well, the next step for me was finding a charity. So you can find a church charity, you can find a women's shelter, because I just had women clothes. So I look for women shelters and senior housing for people that didn't have anyone left to come and visit them and things of that nature. And you can have perfumes and lotions and things of that nature to see what they may want that you have. And I'm telling you, that touched my heart because the things that I was looking at as I don't want them anymore, but I don't want to waste my money, giving it to someone else that actually appreciated it and needed it and wanted it made me feel great, and it freed me of that burden of trying to constantly store something that I didn't want anymore or wasn't using and didn't have any intention on using it, but it had that stronghold on me because I spent my money on it. So guys, that's why I say start mentally about what your clutter is. So once I attacked that was one of my problems of letting things go, um, I started putting in place solutions that was going to be acceptable for me. Okay, fine. Solve that problem. And it worked out well. Then it was things like my furniture and pillows and things of that nature. Um, I had an abundance of pillows. Oh my goodness, I was ran over with pillows. Pillows for the bed, pillows for the couches, pillows for the chairs. I just, and I was trying to figure out why was I like that. And you know why I was like that? And why I was study buying things of that nature? Um, because I like change. All right, guys, this is my couch, okay? This is my couch. I love my couch. So, like I was telling you guys, that my couch is reversible. So I can come down here if I'm ever tired of my couch looking this way. On one side is gold, but if I want to change it, only thing I do is flip the cushions. And now I have a different looking couch. So I said, so how you gonna solve that problem? If you like change, how you gonna solve that problem? I'm gonna tell you exactly how I solved it because it was getting out of hand, guys, and it was costing me money, but that was money I was willing to spend because I needed to change things. So once I figured out that I like change and I like change often, I said, okay, what do you gravitate to? I paid attention to what I gravitated to as far as colors, style. What was my decorating style? Was it modern? Was it, eclectic? Was it, you know, you gravitate to your style of what you like. So once I figured out what my style was, I said, okay, so how are you going to rectify, switching things out? Okay, I came up with a solution for that. Let's say pillows. Guys, I knew I liked pillows, but my solution for solving that problem was I no longer bought pillows. I bought decorative pillow covers. So I used up and doubled up the pillows that I had, and then I used pillow covers. I'll give you an example. All right, guys. Well, this is one of my pillows, right? This pillow can go on the couch, it can go on the bed, it can go on a chair, like this one I have here. And like I said, I was seeing that I was just being overran by pillows. So I said, I'm not buying decorative pillows anymore. I'm buying pillow covers or pillows that the covers can come off of and I can take them to the cleaners or clean them myself. And then I'll switch out like that. This pillow unzips. See that? It unzips. But inside there's two pillows, right? This pillow that's in here, I doubled my pillows up to get rid of pillows that I had. I no longer want this pillow, nor do I need it. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm throwing that away. I am having problems storing this pillow. I don't want it in my decor anymore. I don't need it in my decor. It gets in my way. So this is a pillow cover. I'm going to unzip this. I'm going to take the stuffing out, the pillow filler out. I'm throwing this in the laundry. And I am going to stuff this pillow into this pillow. Okay, so now it's in here, and that's how I started decluttering my home of pillows. Now, let's talk about the comforters. Guys, like I said, I had a gang of comforters, a gang of them. But with comforters, they can run expensive. It's enough that the comforter costs a lot of money. But when you wash them, they can mess up and clump up on the inside of the comforter and things like that. And so now if you really like your comforter, then you take it to the cleaners. So I was taking my comforters to the cleaners, but I had a gang of them. So not only was it sort of rough storing those comforters, but it was also the cost of constantly taking them to the cleaners was something else too. So I said, you know what? Whenever you get rid of all of these comforters, that is it. So as the comforters slowly worn away and things of that nature, like the beautiful comforter that went with this, when I got down to the last few comforters that I had for each bed, I bought duvet covers. I bought duvet covers for the few comforters that we had left. Not only does it protect your expensive comforter, but it's just like a sheet that goes over the whole comforter. So if you're buying different duvets that folds up and is just as flimsy as a pillowcase, then you're not wasting space trying to store a comforter. You're not wasting money trying to clean these comforters as often as I was cleaning mine. And it's just letting up more room in your linen closet or wherever you were storing your comforters. So that's what I have now. I have duvet covers. So that's how I solved that problem. When it came down to curtains, like I said, spent a lot of money on curtains and everything. And thank God, my son, he was decorating his apartment. And when I came to the revolution of, okay, I'm done buying curtains, all the expensive curtains that I had bought, thank God, thank you, son. He took them and he was able to use them in his apartment. Well, with me decluttering a lot of things and getting rid of a lot of things, I really don't like buying anything anymore. I like using what I have to, get different looks to my rooms. But with these curtains, I went and bought some curtains, okay? I went and bought some curtains because I did not like how these curtains look all together. I felt like I needed a separation. But how I solved my problem was, remember earlier, I said I took the time to figure out what my decorating colors were, scheme was, and style was. So once I figured out what my decorating scheme, style, and colors were, the colors of the curtains that I had that would go with everything. Put it like that. The curtains that I had that would go with everything, I just hung those up and bam, I can switch those curtains around in any room I want. And now the curtains, oh, I'm so happy about this. that I have, that's what I use in my home. I don't have any more stored curtains to switch out. I don't have any more stored comforters to switch out with them. I don't have a gang of pillows to sit up here and try to figure out where I'm gonna put all these pillows and everything. For a matter of fact, let me go throw this pillow away. Which lead me to my next conclusion. Now, throwing that pillow away back in the day, it would have been a problem. I would have said, oh, I can use that stuffing for something else. Oh, I'm going to need that pillow later on. Or, man, that's a waste of money. But what about the quality of your life that one pillow is taking up? You're learning lessons as you go. You're not the same person you were back then. So why hold on to the past bad behaviors and let it dictate your future and your future happiness? You can let things go just by thinking of it like that. Guys, like I said, time is going to pass whether you do something with it or not. Why not be productive? And you're worth taking the time to think about how to get from underneath clutter. Address your issues. Figure out how to solve them where it will not feel like a punishment to you. You're going to look up. You're going to appreciate your house more. You're going to learn some very important lessons on how not to clutter your home up again. And you're going to see a whole bunch of positive things start happening, all because you got rid of clutter. So guys, no one can tell you how to declutter, but you're watching this video for a reason, and I hope it gives you clarity on that these are just things, but these things aren't you, but they are holding you a prisoner in your life. So free yourself, and you're worth figuring out how to free yourself of this clutter. Well, guys, you have reached Regina TV. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I will talk to you later, guys. Mwah.